Welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford, so grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use. Welcome to Just Minding My Business. I hope you had an amazing day. Today, I have a woman inspiring nations coming to the mic. Margo Lovett. Margo is the creator and host of Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, a radio show streaming on BurkeyRadio.com, The Power of Women. Oh, I love that name. Which is a top-rated show on the worldwide iHeartRadio network. This show is a global resource for the baby boomer female who will or has reinvented herself to become a speaker, author, and entrepreneur. Margo is also one of the amazing authors in the book Women Inspiring Nations. I'm going to let Margo continue her story because she has been a busy queen bee. So welcome, Margo.
Thank you, Ida. And I love the title of your program, Just Minding My Business. And you know, that's what we all have to do. We really have to mind our business and put ourselves into every part of it. And I get real passionate when we talk about the word reinvention because that's exactly what I did. I left the job and I always emphasize, I quit. They didn't fire me. I quit after 26 years. Yeah, because, you know, sometimes things try to get a little twisted on that. No, after 26 years, I quit. And it was time to really reevaluate myself because I ran into some challenges as far as my health, my mental health, and my physical health just from an incident that happened in corporate. So I took some time out to really reinvent myself, and that's where Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation came from. I come from a hobby of doing radio and put it on the shelf, and after all of that, dust came up and all the hoopla. When it all settled, I was back to radio, back to my passion, and I stepped over some mighty challenges, and I'm doing what I love, and this thing has tentacles. It is just blossoming out here, there, and everywhere, and doors are opening up that I just didn't even believe would open up when I took this major step.
Oh, my goodness. You're almost making me cry over here, so that is an awesome story. I mean, 26 years, and you just threw in the towel. Wow.
I did. And it didn't have $1 million in the 401k and all of that stuff. That's why I let people know this thing of reinvention, if you can methodically plan it out, that's your best bet. But do not think that reinvention is a dirty word. I did it, and I'll show other people how to do it, and it can be done. It can be done if you just are consistent. You decide that that's what you're going to do, and you can become that author, that speaker, that entrepreneur that you had on the back burner, but you were always afraid to launch out and become. And I guess that's why I love our book, and I say our book because we're in the book, Women Inspiring Nations, and those stories that are in the book. I was honored to be able to tell my story. And if it's okay, can I tell everybody where I wrote my story that went into the book?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, we were cruising in all of this. We were cruising the Mediterranean. And I knew that Cheryl Wood had selected me to put my chapter in, and I was overjoyed. And in spite of all this wonderful travel, I had to write down my story. How was I going to tell it so that people would understand and say, wow, she did it. I can do the same thing. So while we were traveling on the Mediterranean, I just got out my recorder and I just started talking. And when we got home, then I had it transcribed, mixed down, add this, take this out. And you know how we have to do with our manuscripts. And that's how I came up with my chapter. And I titled it, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, because that's where it all began for me. It's really, in 1 year, Ida, I went from game show hopping to talk show host with a major network, and I became an author and a speaker. So you're talking about a whirlwind year, but it had to happen that way. I had to build myself up so that other people would know, oh, yeah, she's the real deal. She's not just flapping her gums, as they say. That girl went ahead and did that doggone thing, and she continues to do it. So that's my story.
And that's what it takes, deciding and just doing the darn thing. And going through those mountains, up the mountain, round the mountain, and whatever you need to do to get there. I just love it. I just love it. And I like that this is your show is about the baby boomer, because I'm a baby boomer, and in my walk, I've met so many women who are 50 and over, and they working it out. They getting it done. They're not thinking about how old they are. They're not thinking about their ailments. They're not thinking about all of that. Of course, we have them, but at the same time, they get padded into the plan too. My knees.
And you keep on pushing.
Yeah, and you keep on pushing. So some days your knees might hurt. You might chill that day. Next day you back on the grind. So I love that you are focusing on the baby boomer, because they are really rocking it. Grandmas and great-grandmas are not like they used to be.
Oh, no. I am not. I'm nothing like my mother. My mother was a stay-at-home housewife, and I am certainly not knocking that. And, she never really worked in her life. But myself, I'm a real go-getter. That quitting, it evolved into retiring from the company, but I don't use that word retirement. Honey, I'll tell you, I am so transparent. I went into my 401k and decided I am investing in myself. I got myself a stellar, excellent coach, because I say, honey, at this stage of the game, you don't have time to, I guess I can do this and maybe I should do that. I needed to hook with somebody who was doing exactly what I wanted to do. Somebody's already gone down that road. So I invested in myself. And when you say the sisters, the baby boomers are doing it, we sure are. We're hooking our star to those that are doing it and have gone before us. And we are not our mothers. We are certainly not our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers. Oh, my goodness. They are our ancestors who are smiling and saying, you go, girl, you keep on going. You doing what I wanted to do, and I truly believe that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's the title of your chapter again in the book?
It is Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, and I think it is on, Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation, and it's over on page 113. And it was just a joy to be able to be a part of this anthology. And as you know, Cheryl Wood, anything she does is just stellar, and to be a part of that, it's just amazing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And just doing that, it has brought 25 women together.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And
you know what I found out? It really is. It takes a special woman to be able to do that, because 25 women, that's a lot of chatter back and forth, and I didn't get this and I didn't get that. Not that we are petty, but, we are special. And she pulled that thing all together. Another thing that happened for me when I wrote my chapter, for Women Inspiring Nations is that it solidified my own book, which is Her Business, Her Voice, Her Reinvention, how I went from game show hopping to international show host, author, and speaker in 1 year. It solidified things that I revealed in my own book, and it made real some things that the residue of some things that I really needed to look at and not look at anymore. So it's something magical about being transparent enough to tell your story, give people some background, because, you know, we always want to have this shiny, oh, I was always this and I was always that. I always call it the lip-popping story. We always want to have our lip-popping story. But what about those days when, honey, I'll tell anybody, I was in first grade 2 times, you know. I had a very rough start in life. But God, things have worked out fabulously, and there are some things that I learned I will take to my grave, I will tell everybody else about, and telling your own story is very therapeutic when you write it down and you share it and you say, well, it's out there now. They can look at me anytime they want, any way they want to, but the story's out there, and it's my story, and I am grateful to have lived through, walked through, and even going beyond. Ida, let me ask you this. How did you feel when you were writing your story and you said, man, here it is on paper now. Here is the book in my hand. Tell us about how you felt.
It was it was like going back in time and really bringing myself to the future. And a lot of times, you know, I hadn't really sat down and done that, you know, all the way back from as a kid. And different traits that I had carried around all of these years, and I hadn't really connected the dots. And sitting down writing, you know, my chapter was about me trying to find myself as an entrepreneur, and I've always had that, but sometimes in my circles wasn't, how can I say this, it wasn't reinforcing the entrepreneur in me, and despite that, you know, I found a way, even though it was rough, and there was some times when I was like literally in tears, literally on my knees, because it's tough, you know, especially when things aren't going the way you envision. You know, you feel some kind of way, to say the least. And prayer and God, you know, move, you know, without God, I know I wouldn't have made it. I know I wouldn't have made it. And sitting there writing all that down, it was like I went through my entire life to where I am today. And don't get me wrong, I'm still getting through things and working it out, but it brought great clarity to me in terms of what I need to be doing.
Yes, indeed. Clarity. You are right. And, you know, Cheryl uses this word all the time, intentional. I think it caused a lot of us to move intentionally into the next phase. After we wrote our chapters, we were able to move intentionally also. So, wow.
Yes, because now, since that book, I've decided, you know, I've been in technology for 25 plus years, all my life. I've been in technology, and you know, I've been serving in the corporate arena, and now through that book, I have made the decision that I am going to support small business with the 25 plus years of knowledge that I have accrued over that time. And I've done, I mean, it was so weird how that happened. I came home one day, redid my website, redid my blog, we just started putting all of the pieces together.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about it anymore. Just did it. And I was like, wow.
That's amazing. Amazing.
You know, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I, you know, because I am a certified coach, but it was like when I was trying to do that piece, it really wasn't working out well for me. And then I decided to put the technology with it, and I can do that with my eyes closed. And that book solidified that for me.
Yes. The power. You took your power and look at you now. Gosh. Do you sound the same, or do you feel? Yeah, I know you got to feel totally different since you were able to make that move.
I do. I really do, and I feel successful without a dime yet.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you on that. It doesn't. It's just the feeling of, oh my goodness, how you've grown. I look at my chapter in the book, and I think, wow, since I wrote that, so many wonderful things have happened until this is like old news, you know. It's almost like, Cheryl Wood, can we rewrite the chapter again? Can we update it, you know?
Yes.
I'm like, so many things have happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like this is old news.
Yes, and then I'm like, I should have did this, and I should have said that, and I should have.
Yeah. I know.
But I am just so grateful that I said yes to this project, and it was like when she put it out there, I was working with somebody on the computer, and it popped up on my phone. I was like, let me hurry up so I can get my name on this list. And it was like, I didn't even think about it twice. It was like, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
I didn't care where the...
Had you ever been a part of something like this before?
Never in my life. This was the first.
Yeah, me too.
The first.
Me too.
And I was so excited, and you know, it was like, and then once I saw the book, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Girl, I am feeling so filled up with joy right now because that book pushed me to my next level.
I hear you. I would be surprised if it didn't push all of us. I mean, it's almost like this is probably old news for all of us. And wait a minute, maybe she'll do a chapter, do a part 2 on it, because you're right. The power of reading back through it and say, wow, this was just last year when we went on this journey, when we started this journey, and it did activate things in us so that it just catapulted us. I mean, we didn't just lope along into the future. We were thrown into our futures, and all of us did so much, and it's amazing, which is so awesome. And who can do that but God, you know?
Yes. I thank God every day for the blessings and the opportunities that He put in front of me, and I said yes to. For sure. It is like really, really been, I can't wait to see what God has next, because I know it's going to be just as powerful. As powerful.
You know, I came into 2018 with that same mindset, because there's some people that were asking me about a couple of different things that I did last year. And they said, well, are you going back to D.C.? Are you, what are you planning on doing? Are you doing this, the other? And I told them, I said, I am not really putting down any firm plans, because I just really feel as though an amazing, unforeseen opportunity is coming my way. I just, you know what, I feel it, and it's all because of the book, and I am just waiting for that that will find me, and I will definitely say yes. I won't say yes. I'll yell yes. But I just feel that.
I feel
I
it
came
too.
in 2018. Yeah, oh, God. Here we go. Witness. But, oh, my goodness. Isn't it amazing to have that expectation, to have faith in what we've done? The return is much larger than we could have ever known. That's amazing.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I'm just moving at the speed of God. That's what I'm doing. I'm just letting Him direct my steps, and I find that works so much better than me trying to do it.
Yeah, me too. I have wasted money. I have wasted time trying to do it my way. Sit back, relax. God knows the plans that He has for us, and He's made it clear last year by us being able to be in the book. It's no accident that we are in that book. It's no accident that we feel so empowered to move at such a rapid rate. I always feel as though the Lord is always waiting for us to catch up with what He has laid out for us. And as a baby boomer, 26 years, I was sleeping on a lot of things that He had for me to do. So now that the pace has been set, I feel as though, a little fold of the hands is good, but baby girl, keep moving, be consistent, because I need for you to walk out all of these things that I've set up for you to do. All of those talents, all of those gifts that I've placed inside of you, I need for you to be able to bring them out. So, you work with your coach, you work with your strategist. If there's another book in you, I expect for you to do that. Speak where I want you to speak. I've already set up some platforms for you. Go where I tell you to go, because there are people waiting for you. They need to hear from you. They need to see you. They need to feel your energy. Tell your story. Tell the steps that you took so that you could be where you are today. I got over 700,000 downloads and streams in one last season just because I decided to go with her business, her voice, her conversation. And I always tell people, I don't have enough friends to generate that many downloads. I sure don't have enough family members to generate that download. So people are tuning in. They want to know about reinvention. They want to be connected to the authors. They want to be connected to the branding coaches, the speakers. They want to know about how do I pull this off from a financial standpoint? How do I reinvent myself so that my confidence can take me over to the next level and I am successful? Some people even ask, where do I even find a life coach, a business coach? So that's why I say tune in, take a listen, reach out to the coaches, the experts, the strategists that I bring on every week, and you are going to be successful in your thing of reinvention. I don't care if you are going to be a entrepreneur, if you're moving forward to be a speaker, if you're moving forward to be a author, even if you just want to reinvent your life. I ran upon the Lord revealed 3 steps to me that will work in anybody's reinvention, but it all begins with you. It simply begins with you, and I can't stress that enough. It begins with you saying, I want to, and then I'm going to. It's a twofold step, that first step, and you have to follow through. And if you don't be mad, because there won't be. Don't be mad if the success is limited, and don't be mad if it's delayed. And that's just what I always tell people. I talk a lot, Ida. I'm sorry. I get very passionate about what the Lord is, what He has allowed me to do. At 63 years old, it is totally amazing, bigger than I ever thought, and I have to tell the story about before, after, and where I'm going. That's my commission. That's my mandate, and that's what I'm doing. So if a person wants me to speak in Alaska, I'm going to have to go. if God says go, I'm going to have to go. That's just
right.
I went into 2018. Yeah, you have to go. If I pay, and then I was at a seminar this weekend for authors, and this one woman was just honing in on, well, my book, you're talking about giving away books, and I need to sell my books, and you're talking about speaking and not being paid. I need to be paid. And all I did was sit there thinking, you go if they don't pay you. If you can sell books, that's pay enough. You could be sure to go. I don't care if there's 30 people there. I don't care if there's 20 people there. You go. If God says go and you can take you up, it's okay to take books, you go.
Yeah,
you go.
Because he got the plan and he going to work it out.
Ooh, girl, say that.
As long as you
yes,
show
indeed.
up.
Yes, indeed.
As long
Just
as you
show
up.
up.
Mm-hmm.
But so many of us get afraid to even do that because it takes courage to show up. You know, it really, really does. And you have to know that that's what you're supposed to do. And there are people like the lady that I ran into this weekend that just really aren't sure yet. Their foundation is not sure. And, they're chasing quarters. Yes, it is a business. Speaking is a business. Being an author is a business. But you know what? You're building. Most of us are still in that building phase. And when you reinvent yourself, my God, you're always learning. Oh, you just activated yourself to become a lifelong learner. But some people don't realize that either. So,
and then you always
hey, I'll sound the alarm.
Yeah, and you always have to take the money away. You have to take it away because if you go out there focusing on money, then that's all. You're not going to be able to focus on your craft and what you're trying to do because you're too busy chasing dollars. The money will come. It will come.
Say that. You're right. Yeah, you found it to be so. I have found it to be so. There are a lot of people. Cheryl Wood has found it to be so. So there are too many examples of success around that should walk that old fallacy off the map. Don't chase those dollars. Vibrate on a higher level so that they will chase you down. That's what you get to,
Absolutely.
Get your vibration and your energy up there so that it will find you. Cheryl Wood found us. That's how we got in the book. Vibration of success and achieving. It found us. Girl, don't get me started on that. That energy.
Right. Oh, girl, I just love your energy. So how can my listeners stay connected to you?
Oh, my goodness. I tell everybody, go to Verk Radio. It's VERC as in cat, AY, radio.com, and look for her business, her voice, her conversation. My website, actually, it's just a landing page now, and it is sufficient for me to do what I'm doing. It is www.herbusinesshervoice.com. And, I always tell people, email me if you have any questions, any concerns, anything. Just go to Margo at Margo, Margo, Levette, LOV as in Victor, ETT.com. Margo at MargoLevette.com. That's my email address. So they can find me. And I'm over on Facebook.
Yes, I am so glad you said yes because you made my day. Absolutely. I am so inspired and empowered. I can't even say it right now. You just made me feel, oh, wow. I can't even describe the feeling. So thank you, Cheryl Wood, for bringing us together.
Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness.
Book. I am just so uplifted in this moment speaking with you, and I'm thanking God for bringing you to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate that. And as we said before we came on, there are so many, yourself, along with our other co-authors on my show for in March, I'm working out how I can get some of us on and just have a conversation. And the energy is going to be so great until I know we're probably going to blow up the phone lines, but that's a chance I have to take, So, oh, yeah, we're going to tear it up because we just have to do that. So
yes, we do.
I will be getting in contact with you, madam, because I agree we must keep this synergy. We must keep this momentum going because we were brought together to do such a thing.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. And thank you so much. And one more time so that my audience can make sure they connect, can you give us your information again?
Okay. It is, they can always listen to the radio show at Verkay, VERCAY, radio.com. And the name of my show is Her Business, Her Voice, Her Conversation. My website is www.herbusinesshervoice.com. And my strategist is going to put a link on there so that you can automatically go to the website and link up to the show. And then my email address is Margo, MARGO, at MARGOLOV, as in Victor, ETT.com. Margo at MargoLevette.com. That's the email address.
All right. Well,
and, of course, I'm a baby boomer, but I am on Facebook. Margo Go Beyond. Hey, I'm on Facebook just about every day. I want to stay connected with people. So I'm not your ordinary baby boomer. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I don't mess with Instagram that much, but at Facebook and LinkedIn, I'm over there too,
Well, thank you so much, Margo, for sharing giving us a glimpse of your life, and I truly appreciate you, and I am looking so forward to connecting and doing some great things with you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And thank you, and God bless Just Minding My Business. Everybody needs to tune in and understand how do we mind our business. So God bless you on your mighty work here with Just Minding My Business.
Thank you.
This show is brought to you by the amazing women of A Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASIN LLC, where we are never in competition, but always in collaboration. And our valuable sponsors, Prodigy Accounting Service, Next Generation Accounting to get you where you need to be. Contact them at prodigyaCCT1@yahoo.com or online at www.fli-inc.com. Prodigy Accounting Service, Next Generation Accounting to get you where you need to be. Contact them at prodigyaCCT1@yahoo.com or online at www.fli-inc.com. Ready to plan for your retirement? Contact Game Plan for Retirement. Call 410-902-0464 and schedule a free consultation. That's Game Plan for Retirement, 410-902-0464. Interested in becoming a sponsor for Just Minding My Business 24/7 radio? Or would you like to know what a Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASIN LLC, is all about? Contact us today at asistercircle@gmail.com and visit our website at asistercircle.org. That's ASISTAS circle.org. Contact us today at asistercircle@gmail.com and visit our website at asistercircle.org. That's ASISTAS circle.org. Voiceovers for A Sister Circle Empowerment Network provided by Ruth Haskins, voiceover actor. To fulfill your professional voiceover needs or to receive her current professional demo, contact Ruth at 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford, We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.